So, coming from Yahoo Finance, Oracle faces $7 billion data center collateral hit. So, I think this is an interesting story to talk about the build out for these artificial intelligence data centers. And this is also why I don't know, talking about the financial component of AI technology is so frustrating, right? If we sit here and we talk about vector databases or neural networks or architectures or whatever else, that is relatively cut and dry, right? There's pros, there's cons, there's resource consumptions, there's how much you can sell the output for, the whole nine yards, and that is what it is. And so one of the things that's very important to understand, again, at least from my perspective, is there is AI or the concept of AI as a technology. And more or less, I'm very pro the technology. Now, I do not think we're going to get to AGI. I am not worried about the singularity or any of that crap, but it's good, solid technology. Just like NoSQL changed the world 15 or 20 years ago, artificial intelligence, I'm sure, will have a lot of benefits too. The problem that we get into with AI is that there's a technology, but then there's this whole financial machination valuation horse crap going on, right? There's a difference between saying, I think OpenAI's API is an incredibly good product versus, you know, I think OpenAI wanting to have a trillion dollar valuation is asininely stupid, right? Those are two things. I can think OpenAI is both cool and stupid at the same time for different reasons. And so one of the problems we have with the build outs for the AI industry right now is so much of the money stuff out there is just so wonkadoodle, right? I did a video talking about this before where Anthropic is, or I'm sorry, AMD is investing $5 billion in Anthropic so that Anthropic can buy more AMD GPUs. And that's its own stupidity, right? So literally the vendor is investing in the customer so the customer can buy more of the vendor's product. And that's its own insanity, right? But then you get to this whole thing. And again, to be clear, I legally don't know how this works out. But AMD is starting to talk about backstopping Anthropic's data center leases. So one of the things to think about with a lease is remember, with any kind of legal agreement, legal, contracts are basically worth about the paper they're printed on, right? Yes, you can go to court with contracts, but the thing that you find out with contracts is they're really a pain in the ass to actually push through the legal system, especially when everything goes to hell. So one of the issues with things like leases is the whole question with the data centers. They say, well, we want a customer. So Anthropic comes to them and says, hey, we want to lease your data center capacity for X amount of years, X whatever else. One of the questions the data center has to ask is how is how stable do they think Anthropic is? How viable do they think Anthropic is? What happens if Anthropic goes belly up in 6 months? Or a year, or 2 years, or whatever else, right? It may make more sense for an AI data center to lease out their hardware to a hospital, right? It's not sexy, it's not cool, it's not going to be worth $1 trillion, but they have a steady cash flow every year, and so they'll be able to pay the rent every year, and there won't be any issues. And so one of the things for data centers and all that kind of stuff is when somebody's going to sign a lease, they have to think about their risk tolerance. And so what becomes interesting here with AMD is that AMD is saying, apparently from what I've been able to tell, that they will backstop Anthropic's leases to data centers. And what that would mean, if it's true, which is so fucked up, is that if Anthropic leases a data center and then Anthropic goes belly up or can't pay the bills for some reason, that AMD will then step in and pay the rent for Anthropic, which is just a tremendous amount of risk to take for somebody else's company. And this is the kind of weirdness that is going on in this world. And so what's interesting here with Oracle faces a $7 billion data center collateral hit is basically when you build out these data centers, there's a lot of other infrastructure that has to be built for the data center to function, right? There have to be additions to the electricity grid. There has to be additions to the roads and all of that kind of stuff. And the concept being for a lot of localities is if the investment goes as planned, it's great for the locality, it's great for everybody involved. But here's a question. What happens if an electricity plant builds on additional capacity and then Oracle goes bankrupt? Or Oracle can no longer fulfill its commitments for whatever reason. Well, now all of a sudden, the ratepayers in that area, they are now going to be forced to pay not simply for their electricity, but they're also going to have to pay for the improvements that were required for a data center that doesn't exist. So that's a funny thing. So basically, if you're a ratepayer in the area and a data center comes in, your electricity prices will go up because the data center is now competing with you. On the other hand, if the data center is going to go in, but then it fails, your rates are going to go up because all of the improvements that had to be done to the electricity grid for the data center have to be paid for somehow. Oracle is not going to do it, so now it's going to be a hit on you. And so what this is with the collateral hit is the idea of the localities basically demanding collateral. If you do not actually build this data center, we want to know the improvements are still going to get paid for. And this becomes a real interesting question with all of these data center developments all around the country. Oracle could face more than $7 billion in collateral requirements. So understand with this is not $7 billion to actually build the electricity grid. It's not $7 billion for the data center itself. It's not $7 billion for the GPUs. It's simply $7 billion for the collateral in case everything goes boom. For a massive Wisconsin data center, adding another layer of financial pressure to its aggressive AI infrastructure build-out. According to the Financial Times, Wisconsin regulators upheld rules requiring Oracle to provide a $7 billion letter of credit or equivalent security to utility We Energies. The arrangement could cost the company more than $100 million annually. The nearly 1 gigawatt facility in Port Washington is expected to require major investments in power generation and transmission. Wisconsin's rules are designed to prevent local customers from being left with those costs if a large data center project is delayed or abandoned. And so I think this is going to be interesting as there are more rules put into place about building these data centers, everything from environmental rules to collateral rules to all of that kind of stuff. It'll be curious to see how quickly a lot of these data centers get built. It was interesting. I was talking to somebody from Texas, die hard. They love Texas. But one of the interesting things is we were talking about the whole AI data center boom there. And they were not amused about the AI data center boom. And the curious thing is, right, you hear about Texas, right? It's all, do whatever you want in Texas. But the issue is that these data centers are causing real problems in Texas. And I asked them, it's like, well, if they're causing real problems in Texas, why don't the Texas voters do anything about it? And they said basically the problem is that the politicians put all these rules in place like 6 or 7 years ago. So 6 or 7 years ago, before they realized the disaster that these AI data centers would be, they put all these rules and policies in place to try to bring in data centers. Right? Because again, onesies, twosies, right? That type of thing. Like you want more data centers. That's construction jobs. That's increases the tax base, the whole nine yards. So they gave all these sweeteners. They gave all these incentives for data center companies to come to Texas. The problem that they're dealing with now is way too many companies have decided to move their data centers to Texas. They are starting to find out in real time what a fucking disaster many of these data centers are. And so now they are trying to change the rules as things are getting built based off of the rules that previously existed. And so one of the curious things to be looking at is what's going to happen going in the future as data centers start trying to be built in other locations. We see that that New York State basically has a moratorium on data centers for at least a year until they can come up with rules for data centers. I think you're going to start to see more and more states try to come up with those types of rules, and that is simply going to increase the cost, right? So all of these data centers that already have astronomical costs, you're going to start adding billions of dollars to the cost to build out these data centers, which then brings back the fundamental question of the viability of these things. Does it actually make financial sense to build these data centers? So anywho, what do you think about this? What do you think about Oracle having to come up with a letter of credit for $7 billion for collateral for their data center? Now, what do you think about this? Again, with the question of the viability of OpenAI, right? With this circular financing thing going on. Remember, OpenAI has signed $300 billion of contracts with Oracle for Oracle to provide them services. Sam Altman has come out and stated that anything less than a $1 trillion IPO is a non starter. If they don't hit $1 trillion, they're a fucking failure. That's a hell of a thing to say, right? And so think about this. If you're in Wisconsin, Oracle is coming in. They say they're going to build this data center. Therefore, there has to be all of these improvements in Wisconsin infrastructure. But Oracle's data center is predicated on being paid by a company that literally has to have a $1 trillion valuation. How easy is it for the people of Wisconsin to get screwed in the blink of an eye because, again, of these AI perverts out there? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Put your thoughts down below. If you like these episodes, do remember they're on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Link is down below. If you want to follow me on LinkedIn, there's a link down there too. With that, see y'all later.